Hold on just a second, y'all. Sorry. The water's dirty, y'all. I've actually caught 2 trout. I caught one on the first cast, and I just caught another one. Both of them were keepers, but I threw them both back because they were right at keeper size. Just thought it'd be nice and throw them back, let them get bigger. I hope that's not the only 2 trout sitting here. Just bouncing plastics, y'all. Throwing the matrix shad and the Spartacus color. It's black with chartreuse tail. The first one I caught hit it before it ever. Basically he hit it as soon as it hit the water, before it ever hit the bottom. Yeah, I don't know what is up with these bait casters today. One of them I got here and the reel's completely locked up, and I rinse my reels every time I fish. But it's not a super high-end reel, so that's probably why. It's just a piece of junk. So this one right here ain't that right either. But I got two other spinning rods with me just in case. Another boat is pulled over here behind me, but they're leaving already, I guess, which is fine with me. So far, I don't see any of the boats out here, which is kind of weird, honestly. I would have thought there'd be a bunch of charter boats out here today, since it's a good day today as far as weather goes. I would have thought there would have been charter boats just everywhere today, but I don't see a single, besides the boat that's about to leave that's behind me. I don't see a boat. So my plan is today, y'all, I was gonna catch a few trout early, hopefully, and just for dinner. I don't come out here and try to catch a whole limit. Just catch a few for dinner, and then since it's a nice day today, I'm gonna fly fish, of course, since that's what I like doing. But I'm all the way out here on the edge of the Gulf today, y'all. Literally the Gulf. I'm looking at the Gulf. It's right over there. So this time of year, you can catch some really big trout out here. Basically, from now all the way through summer. Oh, that might have been a bite right there. The trout get out here. And they'll start spawning when it starts warming up. They spawn out here on the beaches and stuff. What is up? Y'all, I swear I know how to throw a rod. I don't know what is up with these rods today. No idea on these things. I'll get one good cast, and the next cast will be not good. I'd be highly surprised if that's the only 2 trout out here, y'all. And I caught them literally right before I went live. Hopefully I'll catch some more. The tide's out going right now. Water's kind of dirty, and out here on the edge of the Gulf like this, if you do have dirty water, when that tide comes in, it usually brings clean water with it. Oh my God. Oh my Lord, y'all. That was either a giant trout or something bigger than, oh, it was, see, he pulled my skirt down. That was either a big old trout or something bigger than that. I don't know what it was. I think it might have been a trout. I think I felt maybe a slight head shake just then. Whatever it was big. But we do catch big trout out here, y'all, in the springtime and summertime. So maybe that was a big trout. I just hope there's a bunch of them. We've sat out here before, y'all, and just caught 20+ inch trout, literally just every cast. In fact, Did it last year on a charter. I was throwing back 16 and 17-inch trout. But anyway, I'm glad that boat's leaving. Oh Lord, there's one. There's one. I'm glad that boat's leaving, y'all. So far, there's no other boats out here. I've been holding my rod down whenever I'm catching these fish. I think this one's a keeper, y'all, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not. He's just a little over keeper size, but I'm gonna throw him back, y'all. I like being nice. I'm a big catch and release person. If I catch a few big ones, I'll keep them for dinner. But in a little while, I'm gonna go fly fishing, y'all. I'd love to catch a couple of big trout though for dinner, you know. I don't know why those guys. I'm glad those guys left. I don't know why they did, because I'm sure they seen me catch at least one or two fish. I don't know. I'm glad they left though. Oh man, I just had one right there, y'all. They're out here and the water is dirty. And when I say it's dirty, like it's dirty. It is not clean. The water is not clean at all, y'all. It is dirty water. And the trout are here. Like the water is brown. I can't even see my trolling motor. The water's dirty, y'all, but the trout are here. And that's another reason I'm using that Spartacus color, that black color with that chartreuse tail. Because fish, believe it or not, in dirty water see dark colors better. So I'm throwing that black color plastic, and these fish can see that pretty good. All right, let's catch some more. Come on, baby dolls. Let's catch a big one of them big trout. I am so surprised. God. That's a trout, y'all. Jeez. He hit it before it ever hit the bottom. I thought it was a bull red at first. I thought this was a bull red, y'all. Look at this drag slipping on this thing. I might keep this one. This one hit like a daggone bull red. Which those are out here this time of year too. He's not hurt at all. Let's see. He's 14 inches, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one 14 inches. Y'all, he hit that thing when it hit the water, and it pulled hard at first. I thought it was a bull red. We do catch bulls out here. In fact, they've already started schooling up out here some. I had a charter 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we came across a big old school of bull reds out here. But they were there 1 second, gone the next. We hooked into a giant that broke us off. It was huge. I mean, as many bull reds, and I actually hung it, and as many bull reds as we catch, y'all, I could not do anything with that fish. I just had another bite. There's one right there. There's another. That feels like another good one. Ah, here comes a boat. Probably a charter boat. There's another one, y'all. This one's probably gonna be right at keeper size. I might be nice and let him grow up. He's right at Keeper, y'all. I'm gonna let him grow up. That boat's coming from the direction of Grand Isle. Grand Isle is that way. So they might be running all the way over here from Grand Isle to fish, which is funny because I might end up going towards Grand Isle to fly fish later. Just depends on if I can find clean water out here. Y'all, I'm gonna have to replace these reels. These rods are fine, but these reels are not good. The thing about it is they're barely even used. But I didn't buy these aren't high-end reels, so a lot of times what I do, y'all, and I do this especially a lot in the wintertime, but a lot of people when they work their plastics on the bottom for trout, they kind of give it 2 little tugs and let it fall, and it works. But a lot of times, y'all, I kind of let mine go to the bottom, and as you can see, I sit there and just bounce it on the bottom. And then trout, redfish, or whatever will come along and just scoop it right up. It works. I hope that boat don't come over here. At least let me catch 5 or 6 for dinner. Like I say, I don't care about catching them, you know, unlimited fish. A lot of times I'll throw them all back anyway, but you can also reel it real slow, y'all. You can throw out there and let it hit and just reel it real slow. That works also, which I hadn't even done that technique today. Or you can reel it a little bit, let it drop to the bottom, and just pick it up, reel it a little bit, let it drop to the bottom. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to catch them. And usually if they're biting real good, it don't really matter. Just get the bait in front of them and hold on. So what it is right here, y'all, there's some structure, and that's what I'm fishing. I'm not just fishing open water. I'm sure it looks like it on there, but I'm fishing some structure right here. Try to catch these fish before the tide stops moving. I want bull reds later on my fly rod. I don't want bull reds right now, y'all. I just want to catch some more trout. Oh, I just had a hit. Missed him. Sure did. Missed that one. But it was a hit. Spot locked down right here, y'all. I think I'm in probably about around 4 feet of water. I hadn't even looked since I pulled up here. But you don't want to get real close to the structure because there's so many rocks and pylons and stuff up underwater out here, you'll break something. Come on, fish. You can come out here and pop a cork and stuff and catch them also, y'all. Like, that's probably the most common way, but that's probably the most common way to catch them is popping a cork. But I like bouncing the bottom. What am I fishing for? Fishing for speckled trout, y'all. I've already caught, let's see, I've already caught 4 or 5. I've only kept one using a matrix shad. That's a Spartacus color. I've only kept one. They've all been keepers, y'all, but I've been throwing back the ones that are right at keeper size. I'm just trying to catch them or keep the little bit bigger ones. I'm gonna do some speckled trout fishing while it's early, y'all. And then in a little while, when that sun comes up some more, I'm gonna do some fly fishing. That's why I'm in the fly fishing boat today. And I'm out here on the edge of the Gulf of Mexico. That's literally, I'm looking at the Gulf of Mexico right there, and I'm basically fishing these islands right here on the edge of the Gulf. But this time of year, the trout are transitioning. There's a lot of them still inshore in the marsh, but a lot of them are starting to move out here also to the edge of the Gulf and all, because the beaches out here, they spawn along the beaches when it starts, warming up and everything. Like when they really get out here, there'll be tons of boats out here lined up along the beaches, fishing for speckled trout. I'm really surprised there's only one boat out here with me today, seeing how it's a nice day today, which I know it's in the middle of the week though. Tide's still going out right now. It's probably getting towards the end of the tide though. Hope I catch some more before the tide quits moving. You'll have a lull, then the tide will start coming in. The only good thing about when that tide starts coming in, well, there's a few good things, but one good thing about it, it should bring clean water in from the Gulf, because right now the water is actually dirty. So out here catching these fish in dirty water. Oh, just had another hit right there. I'd love for some of these big trout, like 20 plus inches, to start biting. That's a big one. That was a big, oh, he came off. That was a big one right there. He came off, y'all. Sorry about that. That was a big trout. Came off, he got unbuttoned. Any other comments? Let's see. Oh, thanks. Somebody said nice boat. Thank y'all. This is a This is a 2022 Spider. It's a FX19. It's a 19-foot skiff. It's a fly fishing boat. Is that? Oh, what? That's a big trout, y'all. I thought this was a freaking redfish. It's so big. Oh my Lord, this is a big trout. Big trout. Big trout. Oh my Lord, this is a big trout. Y'all. I feel bad. I ought to let this thing go. He's so big. 18 inches, y'all. 18-inch trout. 18-incher, y'all. I'm gonna keep him, I guess. I ought to let this thing go, honestly. I guess I'll keep it. I'm only keeping 5 or 6 trout for dinner, y'all. That was an 18-incher. That's the kind of trout. That's why I come out here, y'all. That's why I come out to the edge of the Gulf right there. I thought that was a redfish at first. I thought that fish was a redfish at first. Alright, if I can catch, that's 2. I got 2 in the box. I've actually, every fish I've caught's been a keeper. I've been throwing back the smaller keepers. I've only kept 2. If I can catch maybe 5 or 6 more trout, y'all, that's gonna be it for the trout, and then I'm gonna go fly fishing. Because also this time of year, there's some giant bull reds out here around these islands on the edge of the Gulf. So while I have a calm day, I'm gonna come out here and catch some big old bull reds, hopefully on fly rod. See if I catch 5 or 6 more big trout. And that'll be that. There's another big one. Oh my Lord, he came off. No, wait, no he didn't. Unless another one hit it. Oh my God, he came off at the boat. Everybody's gonna say, why didn't you net him? I got a net in here, y'all, but Lord, I just lost another big one. Trying to swing him. Trying to boat flip him like you do a bass. Golly. It seems like they're sitting right there on the edge of that structure right there, y'all. That was another big trout right there. That was another big one, and I lost him. That's fine. He can grow up. Well, he's already grown, but he can go make some babies and make some more trout. Whew. That was another big one. I got a bad left shoulder though, y'all. It's been bad for years. That's the reason I'm always messing with my left arm. I'm filming for YouTube also, y'all. I got my chest camera running, y'all, for my YouTube channel. Come on, let's catch another big one. I lost 2 big ones. Right? Well, one I lost at the boat trying to boat flip it. That was completely my fault, trying to boat flip that fish. So far, that other boat's staying over there, thank goodness. Letting me fish. Y'all, these reels I got here this morning, the other one's completely unusable. These are not high quality reels. I didn't, you know, I should have, I guess, spent a little bit more money, and I didn't do it. trying, y'all. I'm trying. See if I can get some more for y'all. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna try just reeling this one real slow. Just kind of pull it right along the bottom. See what happens. Y'all, I promise y'all I was catching fish just a few minutes ago. It felt like a hit, but he didn't. Oh my Lord, just lost another one. They're still out here. I wonder if I can switch colors and maybe get them every cast instead of every few casts. I wonder if it's a color thing, if they want a different color. Just had another one. They're out here. There's one. It's another big one, I think. Yeah, it's a big one. Another big trout. Big trout, y'all. I'm going to have to get my pliers just because where he's hooked at. He's not hooked bad, he's just down in one of those little, whatever that is, around his gill. Keep him, y'all. Another one right there. This one's about 14 inches. Dang, he got some blood in the boat. Get this blood off my boat. All right. I just heard this boat start up. Watch him come right over here where I'm at. He's actually running the opposite direction. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't want him over here with me. I gotta grab another plastic, y'all. That one's kind of messed up. I didn't bring a ton of trout fish and stuff out here with me, y'all, because All this stuff is normally in the big boat. I came out here to fly fish, but I thought I'd catch a few trout for dinner, so I just went in the big boat this morning and grabbed a little bit of stuff and threw it inside a tackle bag. I'm gonna try this color, y'all. It's more of a natural color. Water's actually kind of dirty, so I don't know if they're gonna see it or not, but we'll make a few casts and see. My buddy Chris, it's like his favorite color. I doubt he's watching, but it's his favorite color. It's about all he ever throws, honestly. Let's try this thing. The tide is still moving, but it's kind of calming down. So in a little while, maybe I catch some more before it quits moving. And then that means in a little while, the tide will be gone, and it'll kind of hit a lull, and we won't have any moving water for a little bit. And then the tide will start coming back in. And usually when it comes in, I'm out here on the edge of the Gulf today. On the Gulf of Mexico is just right over there. I mean, literally half a mile over there. So I'm on the edge of the Gulf. So when the tide comes in, it normally brings clean water in. So we'll see. Let's see if I can get a bite on this more natural look color. The reason I say that, y'all, the water is dirty out here today right now. If the water was clean, I would be throwing like pretty much natural looking colors the whole time. The water's actually dirty. If I don't get a bite on this here in a second, I'll swap back over to that black, that chartreuse tail. It's called Spartacus. It's made by Matrix Shad. It's really all last fall, from like July and all the way through the winter time. It was my #1 color for bull reds this past year. That black, that chartreuse. There's one. Oh, and he came off. There's a bunch of fish there's a pylon right here, y'all. There's a bunch of fish right there around that pylon. Anyway, it was my #1 color for bull reds this past season, man. I mean, golly, we annihilated them on that color. Which that black and yellow, or black, that chartreuse tail, whatever you want to call it, it's a super well-known color, you know, here in Louisiana anyway, in this area. But boy, we absolutely smoked them on that color, or at least I did. You know, bull reds were just going crazy over that. Here, another helicopter. Everybody running back and forth to oil rigs. This one is probably a keeper size, but he's a little small. I'm gonna throw him back, y'all. I'm letting these little ones grow up. I'd rather let the little babies live. Y'all, I can swim like a fish, but I know y'all see me wearing my life jacket. I'm fishing by myself, y'all, and by yourself, especially out here on the edge of the Gulf, and tide's ripping through here, it's probably smart to wear a life jacket. Because that tide is moving, y'all, and it's going straight towards the Gulf. That's the last thing you want to do is you fall in the water. Your boat keeps sitting where it's at, and you end up 30 yards that way somewhere. Then you got to fight the current to get back to your boat. So So a lot of times when I'm by myself, I'm wearing my jacket out here. Now when I get up there in about a foot of water in a little while fly fishing, I might not wear it, but I'll literally be fishing a foot to 7 inches of water. But right out here, you know, fishing for speckled trout out here on the edge of the Gulf like this with this tide moving out, it's a good idea to wear your life jacket when you're out here by yourself. If I had a couple of people in the boat, it wouldn't matter. All right, y'all. I know we caught one on this one and had another bite, but I'm gonna throw. I just think that being more of a natural color, it's kind of hard for them to see that right now with this dirtier water. So I'm gonna switch it up to a glow with a chartreuse tail. Glow with a chartreuse tail. And see, the water's dirty, y'all. I can only see that lure about 2 inches down. But I guess as long as the trout can see it, that's all that counts. I hadn't even popped a cork today, y'all. I've been bouncing the bottom. You can probably see here. Pop a cork and catch them also. I'm spot locked right here, y'all, in case you're wondering. You see my trolling motor down up here? I'm spot locked. Because the tide's going this way. The tide's moving out. But I got a spot locked in place so I can sit here and fish and not have to worry about staying on the trolling motor. Come on, baby dolls. Come on. Let's catch some more. I don't know why I switched colors. I've been sitting here catching them on that black and yellow all morning long. I guess I just like experimenting with them. If I don't get a bite here in a second or two, I'm going back to that black and yellow. So what it is, y'all, there's a bunch of structure right here. I hate to give away all my spots, but there's some structure right here and some structure right here. And there's trout around all this stuff. And probably some big giant redfish too, but thank goodness I haven't caught one of those. I'd rather wait and catch some of those later on my fly rod. All right, I'm going back to the Spartacus, y'all. Going back to that black and yellow. I hope this tide don't calm down so much they quit biting. I'd like to catch a few more before they stop biting. Because when that tide slacks off, y'all, sometimes it's hard to catch them. All right, back to the black and yellow. It's not deep out there at all, but I'm letting it drop down. Just bouncing that thing across the bottom. Sometimes you'll feel them bump it, and then sometimes you just feel the weight. We call it loading up. Sometimes you just kind of feel them load up on it. Just set the hook and hold on tight. things are kind of scattered in two different positions right here. I'm catching some right in front of me right here and some off to the left. They might be all around this piece of structure, but there's one. But this side I'm fishing on, y'all, is a really good side, so I don't want to move because I don't want somebody else to pull up here on it, honestly. Y'all, this looks like a big white. No, is this? No, it's a speckled trout. He just don't have many speckles in him. I mean, look at that. Very few, y'all. I mean, I don't know if you can tell. He's only got a couple of dots. He's mostly white. Y'all, I'm going to keep that one because I don't know if the bite's slowing down a lot. So that puts 4 in the box. I'm only going to keep 7 or 8 today, y'all. Just enough for dinner. And honestly, 7 or 8 fish, I'll probably eat on those for like 2 days. The limit here in Louisiana, it used to be 25, which I've never been a big, hey, let's go catch our limit kind of person. I'm a big catch and release guy. But this year they moved it down to 15, which I honestly, and this is probably unpopular opinion, but I wish they would have moved it down to maybe 10 or less. But they moved it down to 15 this year. And the size limit used to be 12 inches. Now they have to be 13 inches. When they first came out, I thought they said something like 13 and a half inches. And I was like, well, how are people going to measure, 13 and a half inches? So, but I think they just made it 13 inches across the board. And for redfish, they're also changing that up. I think it comes into effect here pretty soon. Redfish used to be 5 per person. 16 inches was the minimum. There's a big one. I think it's a big one. Well, he's not that big, but he felt good for a second. 16 inches used to be the minimum. And yeah, I'm gonna let this one go. He's probably right at a keeper, but we're gonna let him go. And you could keep 1 bull red, which I never did. I don't keep bull reds. But this year they're bumping it up to 18-inch minimum and no bull reds. And also they're dropping the limit used to be. Come on, Shane. The limit used to be 5 per person. This year it's dropping down to 4. That's another thing I wish they would have dropped on down to like 3 per person. And I know a lot of people can be like, oh man, I want to keep whatever. But think about all the people out here fishing, and especially all the fishing guides taking people fishing. Let's say if you get a charter trip with the old limits, you got 4 people on the boat. Like, oh man, we caught our limit trout and redfish. That means they just killed 100 trout and 20 redfish. And think about how many guides are down here and how many people are fishing. And especially, school gets out, spring, summertime, everybody's fishing and everybody's keeping a limit of fish every day, y'all. I mean, that's a lot of fish to kill off, So anyway, I'm a big catch and release guy. So like I said, I'm just keeping several trout to eat tonight. And that's it. I don't have any fish in my freezer. I don't sit there and try to load my freezer up full of fish. Oh, I just missed one right there. I usually, if I want some fish to eat, I'll catch them and eat them I'll cook them that same night. And it's usually always just trout. I very rarely keep a redfish. If we catch a redfish, now on charters, if people want to keep a redfish, we'll keep a redfish. Or we'll keep some redfish. But as far as me personally, I always throw them back unless they get hurt. If they're injured where they're not going to live, I'll keep them. But I'm usually throwing them back. There's enough people keeping them. I don't need to keep them also. Y'all, we have caught. I got one 18-incher in the box. I've actually lost another one's probably 18 inches at the boat, and I've lost a couple big ones out here so far today. There's definitely some big trout out here. I'm probably working this bait a little bit too fast. I probably ought to slow down with it. Trying to just kind of keep contact or keep pretty close contact to the bottom. And just bounce this thing along. Like I said, you'll either feel them, there's one, I missed that one. You'll either feel the weight load up on it or you'll actually feel them thump it, you know. But here in just a little while, I'm gonna stop all this after I catch a few more, y'all, and I'm gonna go fly fishing for some big old redfish. Yeah, we're booking trips if anybody's watching. I mean, I book every day, y'all. If y'all want to get on a trip, like I think I booked like 7 yesterday. So, springtime, I've got a charter tomorrow actually, but springtime all year round is good, you know, as long as you stay on the fish. But, you know, starting now, especially around May, is going to be just game on. May, I think I've already booked over half of May already. But basically May, June, July, all that stuff, y'all, speckled trout are going to be on fire. Everything's going to be biting. This year, red snapper comes in. They moved it. It's going to be April 15th. Red snapper's coming in. So we're booking red snapper trips, y'all. Not in this boat, in the big boat. So if y'all want to do some red snapper, if you go to my home page on my YouTube, you'll see the it's got my website on there, and you can send me a message on there or whatever. Fall is probably the most popular time of the year, y'all, and it's filling up fast. Fall, I've booked almost all of October. September is filling up. All of fall is just outstanding, y'all. That's really the most popular time of the year. All the way until the end of December. I think I had like 4 days last December that I wasn't booked. Besides me taking off a week for Christmas. So, oh, somebody just went on my website. I heard it ding. But yeah, y'all to book a trip, y'all. Snapper's gonna be a blast. I can't wait for that. That starts April 15th. This year they moved the red snapper to, you can keep 4 per person. There's no off days. So used to how you could only fish for them on the weekends or whatever. Well, now it's 7 days a week, and it runs all the way till the end of December, I think. I can tell that tide started slowing down, y'all. The bite has slowed down some. When I first got out here, which I got out here a little bit late actually. I should have been out here, I should have been sitting here at daylight, but the first cast I made up here, I caught one. There's one. That's another small one. He might be a keeper. Like I said, right now the water's dirty out here, y'all. If the water was clean, ooh, I guarantee y'all we'd be catching them like every cast. I'm gonna let this one go, y'all. He's probably right at close to 13 or so, but I'm gonna let him go, let him grow up. Y'all, I swear I know how to cast a rod. I know y'all have seen me do this a couple times a day. But these reels, I bought these reels, and these are not the most high quality reels. So that was my mistake of buying a cheap bait caster. The other one I got here to cast it this morning. I finally got hung, y'all. First time I got hung all day on that structure out there. There's all kinds of rocks and pylons out there, and I finally broke one off. It won't take me but just a second to retie one on here. So what I'm using, I think this is 40 pound. This is 40 pound Cortland braid, y'all. It's made by Cortland, which is one of the oldest. I know a lot of people probably hadn't even, y'all always hear about Stren and whatever, Trilene and all these other name brands and stuff, but Cortland's actually one of the oldest fishing line companies in America. And so this line's made by Cortland. This is called their Master Braid, and it's outstanding. So I got 40 pound Master, and one cool thing about Cortland Master Braid is, you know how a lot of braid, after a while it starts, literally after a few times using it, the color starts fading. You're out there with you go out there with some whatever name brand braid you want to use, and it's looking all good, dark color green, whatever. After a few times it's white. Well, with Cortland Master Braid, y'all, it retains its color. So I've been using this line for a while now. Look, it's just as green as can be. So definitely recommend Cortland line, y'all. You know what? Let's go with an old school lemon head chartreuse. Let's see if they bite it. I know we've been catching them on the black and yellow, and I know if my dad's watching this or watches it later, I know exactly what he's gonna say. He's gonna say, "Why are you changing lures if you're catching them on one thing?" That's exactly what my dad would tell him. So, Daddy, if you watch this later or you watch it now, I already know what you're gonna say. But let's try a lemon head color, chartreuse, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if they'll bite that. Y'all, I'm about to be pulling this hoodie off. It done got warmed up out here now. It's weird because it's pretty much springtime, and we had a cold front come through yesterday. I guess it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I don't know. It didn't get cold, but it cooled off. So this morning I had a hoodie running out here, which we don't get much of a spring down here in Louisiana, y'all. It's gonna go. There's one. He hit it before it ever hit the bottom. That's a big one. We don't get much of a spring down here, y'all. It might be spring for like 2 weeks, and then it's gonna be 97 degrees. So this one might be that's a keeper. That's a keeper. Woo! That's a keeper. This one is 13, 14, about 15 inches. So I think that's 1, 2, that's 5 I got in the box, y'all. I might catch 3 more, and then I'm going fly fishing, or I might keep 3 more. I'm going fly fishing, y'all. Gotta put my face mask on so I don't burn my face off, like in the movie Face Off. And these are those vented masks from Salt Life. So they actually, oh, I thought I had a bite right there. So they actually got these little perforations right here, y'all, so you're not fogging up. There's one right there. So you're not fogging up your glasses and stuff. You can actually breathe. This one, I don't know if this was going to be a keeper or not. He's probably legally a keeper. I'll measure him and see. But I'm going to let him go because he's a little guy. We'll measure him just to see. He is literally 13 inches long. Throw him back. Let him grow up. They are liking the lemon head, y'all. They are liking the lemon head. Which, I mean, that's one of my all-time, and probably everybody else's all-time favorite colors. Chartreuse or lemon head or whatever you want to call it. You know, I don't know why a fish wants to bite something that looks like it just rolled up out of Chernobyl, but they do it. So I don't know. There's one. I felt him thumping. This one actually thumped it. See, now we catch them like you're supposed to be catching. Now we catch them every cast. That's another one right at 13. I'm gonna let him go too. Got him in his bottom lip. Now we catch them like we're supposed to be catching. Although the tide is kind of calmed down, it's kind of weird because the tide is, I still see it moving because the structure, I can see that it's moving, but it's definitely slowed down, and maybe it was a color change. Maybe they wanted this lemon head color. Like I say, I don't know why fish want something to just crawled out of some, there's one right there. Just crawled out of some nuclear goo. But they love it, as long as they eat it, whatever. I will definitely cast it to them. Y'all, I want to pull this hoodie off, but I don't want to stop fishing. I don't have to do it. Let's see if I can get a bite on this cast right here, catch one on this cast, and then I'm going to pull this hoodie off. I'm highly surprised there's not 6 boats sitting around me right now. Because I'm going to tell you, y'all, and I know it's probably like this in a lot of places, but down here in Louisiana, you start catching fish and you got boats around you, you have people want to come tie up to you. I mean, people down here just don't care, boy. They coming up over there like, you got any more of that cornbread? Like, they over here like pulling the boat up next to you. When you start catching fish, it gets a little ridiculous down here. I'm not even exaggerating. If there's anybody watching from down here, y'all know that's the truth. They'll pull right up to you. Sometimes they're nice. They'll be like, hey man, you mind if I, whatever. And other times, they just pull right up. You sitting there fishing, they see you catch one fish. They're gonna be pulling up next to you. They're like, hey man, ain't we cousins? They're gonna be pulling up next to you, fishing. Give it about, in fact, if it was the weekend, it'd probably be like that out here now. But give it a week or two out here. It's gonna be crazy. Especially around May. around May out here. It's gonna be like 30 boats pulled up out here. It's gonna be like 30 boats pulled up out here, man. Everybody trying to catch some speckled trout. Come on, let's try to catch a few more, y'all. A few more good keepers. I'm going fly fishing. It's a beautiful day, barely any wind today, y'all. There's one. That's a big one. That's a big trout. Keeping him down like you do a bass, so he quits all that crazy jumping. That's big. That's big trout. Look at this reel, y'all. Look at this thing slipping. I hear a boat, so that's the reason. I don't see him, but I hear a boat. There you go, y'all. Here you go, YouTube. This one is another 15 incher, y'all. 15. I think that's 6 I got in the box. I might keep. We might make it an even 10. Last time I caught 10 fish, it took me 3 days to eat them all. I might keep an even 10, y'all. If I catch 4 more, we're going to catch some redfish on fly rod. Hopefully some big redfish. This time of year, you can come out here and just catch 20 and 30 pounders out here in this shallow water. Go out here. There's islands all out here, y'all. The Gulf of Mexico is right there. I'm looking at it. But there's islands all out here. You go out here and fish around the edges of these islands in that super shallow water up on the flats, fly fishing. You're out there seeing, 40+ inch redfish swim around. It's pretty sweet. So basically from now all the way through fall, if I get calm weather, when it's calm enough to do it, I run out here as far as everything. Never hit the bottom. Never hit the bottom. It came off. Never hit the bottom right there, y'all. It came off though. If I get calm weather, I'm coming out here to the edge of the Gulf to fish, basically from now all the way till fall. That's another one. We catch them now. We on them now, baby dolls. Every cast now. I hear you grunting, buddy. You pleading with me, ain't you? You gotta let go of my plastic, dude. Open your mouth. Open. He's just over 13 inches. I'm gonna let him go, y'all. I'm gonna be nice. He was sitting there grunting at me, begging me not to keep him. I'm gonna let him go. Let's see if we can catch 4 more of those real big ones. 15 inch plus or whatever. And I'm going fly fishing. I'm highly surprised I hadn't hooked a bull. I'm glad I haven't. I'm highly surprised we hadn't hooked a bull red right here already. Trust me, you know it when you do. You might feel a thump and think it's a trout till about 0.3 seconds later. There's another one. There's another one. Ooh, this one got a little bit of belly. I might keep this one now. This one might be about 14 or so. He's grunting at me also. Come here. He's almost 14. Almost, you know what? Let's let him go. Let's let him go. Try to catch 4 more good keepers, like 14 inches or above. If I catch 14 inches above, they're going in the box. Let me try just reeling real slow. See if I can nail one like that. Y'all, I cannot wait to get out here and start fly fishing. 4 more good keepers. I'm going to fly fishing. I'm ready to go up in about 7 inches of water and look at a 20-pound bull. That's what I'm ready to go do. Tide has definitely calmed down, but the fish are still biting. When I first got here, tide was rolling. It has calmed down. I'm gonna cast right there, y'all. I haven't made a cast right there at all today. It's kind of like in the middle. There's a bunch of structure right there. Let's make a cast right there and see if there's one sitting there. You know where else I hadn't cast? I hadn't cast in front of the boat all day. Let's cast in front of the boat and see. All right, let's go back to the honey holes. Let's go back to casting where we were catching the fish at. Yeah, I wonder how many jig heads broke off out here on the bottom. There's probably thousands of jig heads broke off out here around this stuff. With all the amount of people that come out here and fish. Golly, that was a big one. I tell by the way he was pulling. I only had him for just a second. Oh, I just had another one. He done pulled my skirt down. There must be a school of them right there. Look at that. Pulled my skirt down. I had 2 or 3 bites right there in that same spot. Let's throw right by there and see if there's some more. See if one of them holds onto it this time. Yeah, I'm excited this next week. Bringing my dad down here to fish. He's fished with me probably 4 or 5 times down here over the years. But I called him up and said, "Hey, you want to go?" And he's very capable, y'all, and he still fishes bass tournaments all the time. but he checked the schedule. He don't have any tournaments. So this coming week, so he's gonna come down here and fish with me. And when I say he fishes tournaments, y'all, he's actually in the American Bass Anglers Hall of Fame. He's been fishing tournaments forever and has done really, really well. Done well enough to get in the Hall of Fame, the American Bass Anglers Hall of Fame. So gonna bring him down here, and I think we're gonna do a little bit of everything. I think we're gonna do some speckled trout fishing, some fishing for redfish. He even said that he wouldn't mind trying to catch one on a fly rod. So I think we're gonna do that too. Thought I heard a boat. I see a boat way out there, but I can't tell where they're going. There's one. I can't tell. Oh man. Oh. What kind of trout we got here? Woo. That's a keeper. That is a keeper. I'm gonna keep that one, y'all. He's 14 inches, y'all. I'm keeping that one. 3 more. Catch 3 more good ones like that, and I'm rolling. Going fly fishing. That's a big crew boat. That's what I heard running. There's a big crew boat running across the bay. They deliver people and supplies out to work sites and stuff, you know. I used to do that, y'all. I used to drive crew boats. My drone today, y'all. When I got here and start fly fishing a little while and the water gets pretty clean, if I can find some real clean water, I'm gonna put that drone up and get some good drone footage and stuff today. Ooh, speckled trout tonight. Like what's his name says, turtle soup tonight. Of course, I'm doing speckled trout. I think that's actually, that might be a fish and wildlife boat, but it's not a game warden boat. It might be like a survey boat or something. Y'all, I can't believe, and I mean, it might be super grainy on y'all's end, I don't know. But honestly, I can't believe signal's been good enough that the live hadn't turned off. Well, lot of times way out here you don't really have good signal. It'd be sweet if they put a cell phone tower out here in the middle of nowhere. Now Grand Isle is several miles that way. And of course they got cell phone towers over there. Come on, three more big trout. Three more big trout, and I'm going fly fishing. I got a charter tomorrow, y'all, but there was one. But I'm gonna try to talk to him. There's one. I'm gonna try to talk to him. Oh, he came off. That was a pretty good one. I saw him when he came off. Because I don't know if it's a fly fishing. They say it's a combo. So in other words, they might want to fly fish and spinning rod fish. But honestly, if the weather, I think the weather's not supposed to be good. So I might just see if they want to do just spinning rod fishing. I'd rather them have a successful day of catching fish than trying to fly fish in bad weather, you know. You start getting rain and clouds and all. There's one. Oh man, he came off. You start getting rain and clouds and all, y'all, it makes the fly fishing really tough. You really want a day with super bright sunshine and as little wind as possible when you're fly fishing. Today we got a mixture of sun and clouds. But as long as I can find some clean water, I should be able to catch some on a fly rod. I gotta go get 2 more reels, y'all. These reels were not very good. I'm not sponsored by these people at all. These reels are not good. They keep slipping. They don't cast right half the time. I rinse them with fresh water every time I use them, and I got here this morning, even though I rinse them, like I said, every time I use them. Got here this morning, one of them didn't even want to, the button didn't want to work and it didn't want to reel. But I brought 2 more spinning rods with me, literally brand new. I've never even cast them, just in case. Speckled trout bite might be just about over. It has slowed down. I've only fished this one side of this thing, y'all, and the other side is actually my favorite side of this structure right here. The other side's really my favorite. There's one. No, it ain't. It was an oyster shell. Y'all, sometimes I catch my limit of oyster shells. I'm gonna tell you another place I catch the heck out of some oyster shells. Lake Eufaula. Or not oysters, but shells. Lake Eufaula in Alabama. Oh my Lord. I just about catch my limit of shells every time I go over there and drag a worm. that lake and Lake Seminole, and you know, are my two best bass lakes. It's probably everyone. Oh, he hit it right there. I lost it. Eufaula's where I've won the most money over the years, fishing tournaments. The Lake Seminole, although I've won money on Lake Seminole is just golly, it's just the land of giants down there at Lake Seminole, man. Go there and just catch some monsters. In fact, it's the time of year to go to Lake Seminole and catch some monsters. Golly, is that a trout? I lost it. Jeez. I saw it. That was a big trout. That joker hit it like a freight train. I thought it was a bull red he hit so hard. I literally thought that was a bull red, y'all. Another hit right there. Man, it's right here 10 feet in front of the boat. Let me throw it out there and just drag it real slow across the bottom. Back to bouncing. I done missed two big ones right there on just, I think it was back-to-back cast. That's a big one. Stay on, stay on, stay on. That's a big one, y'all. That's definitely going in the box. Look at that. Came right off. That was almost 16 inches, y'all. I think that's 8 in the box, y'all. I might try to catch 2 more big ones like that, and then I'm going fly fishing. 2 more big ones, I'm going fly fishing. I've only been keeping them if they're like 14 inches and above, y'all. I done threw back, I don't know how many 13 inchers. Right now I'm throwing a matrix. Oh, I just had another one. Throwing a matrix shad, that's what I've been throwing all morning. I started off with that Spartacus color, which is a black. In fact, I got one laying right here somewhere. Yeah. Right there. That's a Vortex shad. Started off with that. It's a black and yellow color. I switched over to lemon head or chartreuse, whatever you want to call it. They've been smoking. I caught fish on both of them. I switched over to that chartreuse color. It seems like I'm getting more bites on that. Water's dirty. Still got an outgoing tide, I think. We're getting close to the end of the tide, I'm pretty sure. But now when that tide starts coming in, the water's probably going to get pretty clean then. It should clean up. take 2 more fish. I'm going fly fishing, y'all. That'll give me about 10. I'm not trying to catch a limit of 15. I'm just catching fish for dinner. 10 fish, it'll take me 2 days to eat all those. Probably 3 days. Had a hit right there. I don't know if y'all saw my rod jump, but I missed it. He definitely thumped the heck out of it though. And y'all, we're booking trips. If y'all want to get out here and get on a charter, y'all need to book. It's grippinglimpsfishing.com. May is probably already more than half full. April is getting full. But these speckled trout are going to be going crazy basically from now. I mean, we'll catch them all the way through the fall starting now, you know. But that one hit right there in the boat. But the trout are transitioning. They're starting to come out here to the beaches. That's why I'm out here on the edge of the Gulf today. They're starting to come out here to the beaches to spawn, y'all. They spawn out here, and it's ridiculous. When I say you come out here and just catch them one cast after another, and usually a lot of really big ones, it's so much fun. So if y'all want to book a trip, it's grippinglimpsfishing.com. But book a trip with me before it fills up, because like I said, May is probably already more than half full, and April is getting there. June and July, I still have some open dates for now, but they're going to fill up too, y'all. Red snapper season's coming in April 15th. So between the speckled trout and fly fishing and red snapper, everything's going to fill up. So check y'all's calendars and book a trip before everything is gone. Come on, let's catch 2 more big ones. I'm going fly fishing. Golly, there was one right there. Jeez. That was a big one. I lost it. I missed it. Pick it up, one was on it. There he is. I don't know if this one's gonna make the cut. I've been keeping them, they're 14 inches or bigger. I don't know if this is gonna make 14. It's like 13 and a half. I'm gonna let him go, y'all. I'm gonna let him go. I'm just trying to keep 14 inches or above. The limit is 13 inches. I just set my own little personal limit of 14. Y'all, I can't believe it. I forgot to put a bunch of rags in the boat this morning. I normally have 5 or 6 rags in the boat, and I happen to have one in my back pocket. I think I got a towel somewhere. I know I got a beach towel in here. If I end up needing to use that. Golly. They're right here 10 feet off the boat, y'all. That joker nailed it. I mean, look at that. Nailed it. Pull the skirt down. "10 feet off the boat." That joker, he never hit the bottom. Never hit the bottom. Oh, this one's gonna make it. This one's gonna make it. Woo-wee. That one's gonna make it. That one is about 14 and a half inches. Look at the teethies. One more 14 inch or above, and I'm going fly fishing, y'all. I hate to do it to y'all. I'll go live fly fishing too. I don't know how many of y'all be interested in that, but one more 14 inch or above, and I'm going fly fishing. These fish are right here in front of the boat. They're right there in front of the boat. My hand's cramping up, y'all. Hand is cramping up. Tell me it's time to go put a fly rod in my hand to ease around, look for redfish. Oh, I missed one right there. Will my plastic last long enough to make it one more fish? Because this plastic is barely hanging on. Ah, I missed it. I feel like my skirt's pulled down. It is. They pulled my skirt down again. Come on. One more 14 inch or above, and I'm going fly fishing. I'm hungry. I had a banana this morning, and I brought some peanuts with me. That's it. I'm trying to lose this belly right here, y'all. So being on the water all day will kind of help you lose it, as long as you don't eat as long as I don't bring a bunch of snacks with me. When I'm out here, I can't walk to the refrigerator every 3 minutes. Probably come out here. I'm not a big live shrimp person, y'all. I like throwing artificial. But you could probably come out here with live shrimp and just catch them constantly. But you be baiting the hook every cast. I like throwing artificial, y'all. Thought I felt some thumb. Well, they thumperoni. Come on, this is gonna be the catch right here. Catch my last keeper, 14 inches or above. The regulation's 13 inches or above, but there he is. That might be a big one. This one might be 14. Yeah, this one probably gonna make it right here. Oh, it came off, but it came off in the boat. It came off in the boat. Let's see. He's 14 and a half, y'all. That concludes the trout fishing for today. We finna go try to catch some fish on some redfish on fly rod. That concludes the trout fishing. Woo! All right. I could probably sit here and just keep catching them, y'all, but I don't know fly fishing. So this is what we ended up. Today was our number one color. It's matrix shad. I think it's the lemon head color, I believe. I don't even know because it don't say it on the bag, but matrix shad right here, y'all. But I'm gonna put all this stuff up and go do some fly fishing. I'll go live here in just a little bit, y'all. If y'all want to watch it, if y'all want to see some fly fishing, once I get over here and get set up, we'll do that. But thank y'all for watching. Please hit that thumbs up button, y'all. It helps me out a lot. And if it's your first time watching, please subscribe, leave a comment on the video. That helps out. And thank y'all for watching. We're gonna go do some fly fishing.